The Red Dirt D&D podcast is brought to you by Pro Laser Cuts. The Oklahoma company provides pre-made and customizable design laser cut dice towers, tokens, and more, developed by a gamer for gamers, and now available to enhance your tabletop game. Pro Laser Cuts products can be found at many Oklahoma City area game stores, local events, and now available online at prolasercuts.com. That's laser and cuts with a Z, Pro Laser Cuts. And by SD Way Gaming, where dice goblins unite. Our friends at SD Way Gaming celebrate the beautiful dice players handpick for their games and splendor. SD Way Gaming has expanded to include many tabletop gaming varieties, accessories, and similar fun necessities to include a service for your dice addiction. You can shop for a variety of products at sdwaygaming.com or find SD Way Gaming on Facebook. Welcome to Red Dirt D&D. I'm Michael Cross, and I play Gaz, an orc barbarian, sworn protector of the Caliban frontier.
I'm Konnor Shenold. I play Konnor with a K, Kobold Sorcerer who's a continuous thorn in the Empire's side.
I'm Johnny Payne, and I play Zonimus Dinar, a paladin of dusk, using vengeance as a tool to protect the ones I love.
I'm Kiri Hester. I play Poppy Tea Leaf, the halfling desert druid determined to save the wild places from the ambitions of civilization.
I'm Brooke Bullock, and I play Makran Stoneshaper, a young dwarf sorcerer finding his true family as revealed by the secrets of the frontier.
And I'm Ash King, your dungeon master. Join us now for Tales from the Caliban frontier. The sky above you is dark and black. Storm clouds roiling. There is no light, no sign of moon, stars, or sun. Around you, the city is in disrepair. What looks like what may have been a thriving metropolis at one point is now deathly still. No noise, nothing to greet you. The air around you is thick and heavy, and the thunder roils overhead, threatening rain. You all have been brought here for a purpose you have yet to truly fathom, but this place is taking its toll, the fear seeping into your bones as you travel deeper, headed to a mysterious ziggurat that stands tall right in the center of everything.
The only thing we've seen here, the only signs of life, have tried to kill us.
I mean, we don't know that baby was trying to kill us.
The child wasn't real.
We don't know that it wasn't real. We just know that it disappeared.
And them Dragonborn was weird, like demented or like affected somehow. Konnor, you ever seen anything like that? Like that kind of mutation ain't quite the right word, but what could make them look like that and behave like that?
I don't know. I guess it's just an effect of this place.
But you are right. This place is very bad. Lots of bad. Not good.
So they picked up the child and they started flying towards the ziggurat. The child wasn't real. They're just trying to get us there. We said before, right? Take the bait.
I mean, unless you got another plan.
I think heading into the ziggurat was the idea, regardless of whether we saw the Dragonborn or not.
It is the biggest thing around here. It seems pretty important.
And if there's any type of other teleportation way to get out, I mean, I could do it, but it'd take a few minutes. It's probably inside there.
And I think also that Sneaky Coyote would have sent us here for a purpose, and not fulfilling that purpose would not be good. So I also think that what we were talking about with the Black Dragonborn, just being in this place is corrupting of our souls. I could feel it. And imagine spending your entire life here, or being born here. Maybe these Dragonborn are not naturally this way. Maybe there's a way to pull them out of it.
I think you're onto something, Gaz. I, too, am aware of this corruption you speak of. It could slowly eat away from you while you're in here. I'm staring at Konnor.
Meanwhile, Makran's eyes are kind of looking back and forth like, how do they realize that I realize that they don't trust everybody?
Are we feeling fear?
It's definitely very oppressive, and it's that whole, paranoid, hairs at the back of the neck raising, anything could come at you at any time.
Is it countering any bravery, or is it just really heightened awareness of?
So it manifests like fear and paranoia and that whole like heightened anxiety type of sense.
Okay, well, rather than lead us in here, I'm going to play into that fear a little bit. What do we all think? Because somewhere in the back of my mind, maybe if we all don't want to go in there.
I think that is really scary, but I think that Gas has a point in that Sneaky Coyote does a lot of things for a lot of reasons, but ain't none of them an accident. So there's a reason we're in this particular place, and we just gotta kind of hope that that reason is not that he wants us dead.
I don't know, I trusted that coyote once.
He seemed like he didn't actually want us to die when he put his little dogs. He just needed to say that he, quote-unquote, punished you.
He's a mutt playing with his food.
Is he a great god? No. I mean, he's quite mischievous. But is he powerful? Yes. Does he do things for a reason? Yes. And I'm choosing to think right now that he didn't send us here to die, because if I start thinking that he definitely sent us here to die, then that's not a good thing, and we don't have I don't have many good feelings. This is the only good feeling I can hold on to, so.
I'm going to look over to Makrin and draw a breath like I'm about to ask Makrin's opinion, and my eyes quickly dart to Konnor, and then back to Makrin, and then I just move on to Gaz. You feeling up to this?
I'm always up for this. I'm looking for a way to get in. Is there a way from the bottom, or does it seem like it's only from the top?
Yeah, how close have we gotten in our walking?
One of the things that you do notice, it feels like it takes you twice as long to get to the base of the pyramid, because it almost seems like for every step you take, it moves farther back. The other thing, too, is that you notice that at the base of it, the plants, everything's grown up around it, twisted and tangled in these sharp brambles. And not only that, there's a lot of mud, and it's sticking to your boots with that nasty kind of squelching, as you're trying to move through it.
Step.
Mm-hmm. It almost feels like the mud itself is trying to suck you in.
I will proceed on foot and tell Wildfire to get in the cart. You got cute little feces. I want them to get all muddy.
How's the cart handling this mud?
Yeah.
Difficult.
As we get closer, should we look for a place to stow the equipment? Regardless of whether or not we're going to go in, we cannot take the cart nor the horses.
My concern is that the exit door is inside the Ziggurat, and so then how would Buttercup get out?
Sacrifice.
You're right, Gaz. You make solid points. The exit is not going to come easy. We don't want to put Buttercup in peril more than we have to. And maybe if we get out, we can find a way to take them out.
Take them with us, yes.
Either with us or
if we
convince a god to help us get them back.
If we solve whatever Sneaky Coyote wants us to do and we get out and the horses aren't with us, just be like, Zonimus, calm down and ask for our stuff back.
Well, that is something we can deal with when we know what we have to deal with. But first, is there a way in?
What you notice is that from the base of the pyramid to the top of the pyramid, it's a series of steps going all the way to the top.
So I was thinking, do we see a house that we can stow away our stuff?
You see what looks to have maybe been potentially like a noble person's house, because it's, larger, has a big main courtyard type deal where you can safely stow your items, kind of secure it against attackers.
Very well. Then I think we stow our things here, take what only we need, and start moving up the steps. Do we want to take a long rest before we tackle this?
I would like some spells back.
So in the mainstream where we're stowing the horses and stuff, let's A, take a rest, and B, go through the cart and think to ourselves, if we lose this, what is this one thing that I can carry that's not going to encumber me that I need to get out of here?
I can also tell you 100% that Wildfire's coming with us.
Okay. I want to take the quiver or bandolier or
He doesn't
whatever
mind.
long leather
Very
strap
best
that may have
friend,
ever
Gideon.
belonged to Gideon out of the cart and wrap it around Wildfire.
Okay, Wildfire can carry some things.
Just like the strap of the quiver or the belt or something
Yeah.
around his neck. We don't burden him with
He
that.
carries my stuff. He's my pack.
Yeah, then Konnor has Gideon's backpack that he slings on.
I am switching my manacles.
Best Easter egg in
the
the
best.
show.
That's the best
Three
Easter egg in the
manacles.
show.
But as well as climber's kit, healer's kit, and grappling hook over to my backpack.
Okay.
So that I've got those.
Okay.
You never know when you'll need
You never
climber's
know.
kit and grappling hook. Are we going to take our long rest here?
We can try. I don't know how well it's gonna go. We're probably gonna have to do more wisdom saves to see if we get sucked into the dread, but that's what Kiri knows. That's not what Poppy knows.
Talking meta for a moment, does Zonimus's paladinness give us any type of
yeah.
bonus to saves versus fear or dread or anything like that?
If you're next to him.
Ping.
Nice. Ping the house.
You don't sense anything as far as your paladinliness goes.
Poppy, I have a theory.
I'm listening.
Maybe combat this dread if we try to slumber here.
We all cuddle up in a little cuddle puddle.
Something like that. I'm omitting the part where you said all.
I do want to do a thing. I'm going to. You said there was like a courtyard situation? Okay, because I needed to touch the ground. So
Okay.
that's where my magic is. I'm going to do Commune with Nature as a ritual so I can gain knowledge of up to 3 facts. Unfortunately, most of them aren't super helpful here, but the one that is helpful here is powerful celestials, fae, fiends, elementals, or undead within 3 miles of me.
Good ping.
I also would like to know about the freaky plants around the Ziggurat because prevalent plants, minerals, animals, and people. And then just to double check, just in case I get extra information, influence from other planes of existence.
So actually, I'm going to start big and zoom you in.
I like it. I'm sitting on the ground, I have my hands on the ground, and Wildfire knows that he's got to put his head in my lap. That's how this works.
So as far as powerful celestials, fae, fiends, elementals, or undead, of that, you definitely get the sense that there are powerful fiendish creatures, but kind of corroborating that with the knowledge from Zonimus of the dragonborn creatures being corrupted. It's kind of this weird sense of, it's like a creeping influence. So it's not so much that they possibly always were fiendish, but rather something about being here just kind of corrupts those who stay here too long. And so you do get the sense that there are other beings of that type somewhere close by. As far as the plants, minerals, animal, and peoples, you feel most of the living energy, most of the things that are alive are headed towards the Ziggurat. That seems to be the main point of power in terms of where living energy is still coming from. And it's hard to tell because the sense is coming definitely from the Ziggurat. There's a dragon somewhere nearby. Ancient and powerful dragon somewhere nearby. And it's that dragon's power that is influencing the appearance. Because you get the sense that it's like a defensive barrier. These weird plants and the mud. It's all ground defenses for this dragon.
So the source of life, the feelings of life and energy are coming from the Ziggurat. Are they positive life energies? Or is it like the source of like all of the freaky dragonborn fiendy guys?
I would say that that's pretty much out of the scope of this spell. You can get the sense of where the energy is coming from and what the energy is, but you can't necessarily make a quote-unquote moral judgment about the particular energy. But your last question, influence from other planes of existence. So this world feels like it's in the grip of two different things. The first thing is definitely that draconic influence. Very, very powerful, very ancient draconic influence. The other one, you almost have to retreat from it so quickly because it feels so completely alien that the minute you brush up against that energy, you recoil. It feels like you're walking through sludge. It feels like you don't know exactly what it is, but you know that it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like anything from the natural world.
So I have to spend 10 or 15 minutes listening to the earth. Wildfire gets a little puppy nap. Okay, I've got bad news and I've got badder news. Unfortunately, none of the news I have is good. Bad news. The mud and the thorny plants, they're defense mechanisms to keep living things out of the Ziggurat. The Ziggurat is where all of the living things are drawn to like a magnet. So it makes sense for us to go there. It's kind of what that is. Unfortunately, there is a very large, very ancient dragon inside that Ziggurat.
Very large, very ancient dragon.
That's all I
inside
know.
that Ziggurat.
Like it's alive?
Yeah, I mean, it didn't feel dead.
Now hold on. Did these dragonborn we were fighting seem like they were really here?
I can tell you that I do know have something about them. They were slowly corrupted over time. It's a creeping kind of an evil. It's not something that's gonna like jump on you. So they've been here either for a long time or possibly were born here. It's unclear. Based on what I can kind of tell, the world is being influenced by this dragon. Why it is the way it is because of this draconic influence, as well as something that I'm not sure what it is, but it's very big and very dark and very scary, and I didn't want to touch it, so I didn't touch it. But I think this is just me shooting the breeze based on my limited knowledge of things. I think it's nightmare.
I think it's nightmare.
I think it's nightmare.
I was thinking the same thing. Konnor, Dragonborn that are connected with their dragon, they would either come after him or, I mean, they'd be loyal, right? No matter what.
I mean, yeah.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if I've ever heard of like entire areas or buildings being transported to another realm, another
That's all him.
place?
I was going to say I can do it too, but no, that's all him.
You can.
That's all sciencey magic.
Sweet. Modified 18.
Modified 18. Okay. One of the things that you have kind of learned about in your studies. Yes, there's been legends about entire towns disappearing into the ether. No one ever hears from them ever again. But those are mostly rumors. There's never been any confirmed fact. The other thing that you're kind of aware of from your readings is that sometimes powerful creatures are able to create a mirror of something that either once was or a mirror of what they want to exist. And that's almost what this place feels like, is that it may be some sort of reflection of perhaps what the Callban once was, perhaps a place that used to exist in the Callban frontier. Unfortunately, there's just not enough information. The dwarves and your studies do not have enough information about the dragons.
I share that with the group.
So then, what if the Ziggurat represents Nightmare's temple, and like these homes and houses and stuff around it used to be like the folks that worshipped him or served with him?
I wonder if in his fight against the Mind Eater, something happened and he maybe was on the cusp of death or something and created this world where he could be safe.
What did the priests say? They were guarding his body for his return, right?
Right. Like he was all wrapped up mummy-like.
So he's somewhere that he has to come back from.
And if we bring him back, I'm just saying those Dragonborn are gonna think we are so cool.
They might forgive you for killing some of them.
Yeah, forgiveness is a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we should rest.
If we can. Definitely do a watch.
Yes, and I think the watch should be as it was before, with Poppy, myself, and then Zonimus, Makrin, and Konnor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Because I need to be on watch before my dark vision wears off.
All right, so how many watches is that? 3?
5.
5.
Okay, each one is an individual watch. Okay, cool.
Probably
Thanks.
call me when you
Thanks
watch
for
the
that.
door.
Okay.
So, Poppy, you're taking first watch. Is there anything in particular that you're doing during your watch?
Wildfire's gonna take watch with me, and we're gonna do like Wicked Witch of the West Side. We're gonna do a patrol.
Okay.
Just walk back and forth and watch out for things.
Take
What'd you
it back.
get?
11! Yeah, I'm thrown off. Listen, there's no crickets, and it's really making me nervous.
Yeah, it's that whole everything's too quiet, everything's too still. There's still that anxiety feeling at the back of your neck where like anything could pop out of the darkness at any time. You think for a moment, you see a flicker of movement beyond the courtyard. The shape in the mist looks surprisingly like a tiefling, but the vision flits away almost as soon as you see it.
Wildfire, I think we need to make some coffee. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to sleep.
But other than that, your watch passes without incident.
Greetings and salutations, my friends. I'm Michael Cross. So great to have a moment to talk with you during this mid-show break. First off, I want to invite you all to join us as Patreon members. The money we raise helps us pay for things like the music and sound effects you hear on the show, as well as money to go to events and make new fans. When you become a Patreon member, you get our episodes 4 days early, bonus content, access to our Discord server, and full versions of our roundtable discussions. You'll be joining other fans like Scott Wise, Don Mills, Heath Mormon, and the Lady Kate. So join us right now at patreon.com/reddirtdnd. Another way to support us is by getting your very own Red Dirt merchandise. You can find things like hats, hoodies, mugs, and t-shirts. Just click on the merch tab at reddirtdnd.com or reddirtrpg.com. Since 2020, the Red Dirt D&D podcast has been close to another Oklahoma actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast, D20 to Curtain. And me personally, I've had a chance to work on stage with some of the actors on the show. So when you get done with this episode, you should check them out.
Hello, fellow D&Ders. My name is Jerome.
I'm Jennifer. I'm Jody.
And together with our friends Kara, Timothy, and Jared, we are the cast of the D20 to Curtain podcast, where Oklahoma theater geeks and their friends hit record and explore our new addiction to Dungeons & Dragons.
We think D&D is more than just a game. It helps us tap into the enduring power of storytelling.
We combine live gameplay with behind-the-curtain episodes to share our experiences, insights, habits, discoveries, and passion for D&D with anyone who will listen.
We hope D20 to Curtain will make you laugh, cry, maybe even make your experience at your table even more satisfying. Check us out anywhere you listen to podcasts or visit us at d20tocurtain.com or at D20tocurtain on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
We look forward to having you. All we ask is that you have fun, be kind, and play the role.
If you're looking for more content, make sure to check out our YouTube page with Mysteries of Beatrix live every Wednesday. Keys from the Golden Vault from the Red Dirt Outlaws dropping every Tuesday at noon, and Plausible Deniability every other Thursday at 7 p.m. So come check it out at youtube.com/@RedDirtRPG or search for Red Dirt RPG on YouTube. And we would love to hear from you. Find us on social media at Red Dirt RPG. You can also get in touch with us through our website at reddirtrpg.com. In the meantime, make sure and subscribe to this podcast and leave a comment on your favorite podcatcher so others can find us. All right, I think that's everything I need to tell you. Right now, let's head back to Red Dirt D&D.
Sitting in the darkness and the gloom of the realm of nightmare, Gaz sits in the courtyard, watching and waiting. Gaz needs to give me a perception check.
12.
12. Well, Gaz, technically your danger sense means you can't be surprised, but you're sitting there, trying to keep an eye on things, watching, but all of a sudden, you start to smell, honestly, it's soothing. Think of, all of your most favorite things in the world. Mom's cooking. Smells like that, lulling you into a sense of peace. I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw.
24.
So you successfully save, but I also need everyone else. And Makran, you will have advantage.
Yay!
Because it is a poison effect.
Wait, I have a thing. Let me look it up. You cannot be charmed or frightened by elementals or fae, and you are immune to poison and disease.
Immune to poison and disease. I will give you advantage.
+3?
Yes.
11. Fail.
With the +3, it's a modified 29.
Pass.
Dang. 18.
Pass.
11.
Fail. Roll 2d4.
You're not going to make me roll for wildfire, right?
No.
As long as I promise to leave him out of the fight?
As long as you promise to leave him out of the fight.
Okay.
7. Okay.
3.
So for the next number of rounds equal to what you rolled, so for Poppy it's 3, for Zonimus it's 7, you are considered stunned.
Oh my.
While poisoned in this way, the creature is stunned. Creatures that successfully save are immune to the creatures, to that particular creature's scent for 24 hours. And at this point, I think it would be appropriate to go ahead and establish an initiative order.
Yes.
So Poppy and I automatically be at the end of that? Or do you want to roll?
You can go ahead and roll. I'm not that
My dice are rolling like garbage today.
mean. All right, Zani.
21.
21.
All
Konnor.
single digits.
19.
Gaz.
20.
Makran.
Modified 20 as well, with a dex of 3.
Dex of 2. So you'll go first.
Poppy.
5.
All right. So, as you are sitting there, you're starting to smell this scent approaching out of the gloom. You see a very lovely figure standing out at the door to the courtyard, who looks to you, Gaz, tilts their head. Oh, he's awake. But I need you to make me a charisma saving throw.
Yep. 5.
So, for the next 6 rounds, you are considered to be under the confusion spell. If you roll the 9 or 10 that would allow you to act normally on your turn, you can attempt to save out of this effect. But until then, you are in a waking dream. What does Gaz's dream look like?
Gaz is home with his moms. Yazgash cooking up food. Mazga has just returned from the blacksmiths, and there's a smell that she has when she's been working with the metal, the heat, and her own body just smells like home. It is good to be home. And I don't notice that there's a big plant or something coming at us.
All right, going just in initiative order, just to keep this fun. Zani, you are stunned, and therefore
Round 1.
cannot take actions. Makran, you are actually far enough from this creature that its ability is not affecting you. However, basically at this point, you're kind of still asleep because Gaz has not roused the watch. Give me a perception check.
Okay. Just a 12.
Okay. Snoozy woozy. Gaz.
Yes.
Your turn.
D10? 9.
You kind of shake your head because, wait, did I just fall asleep on watch? And the vision in front of you of Mama Mazaga approaching towards you wavers a little, and you see instead a almost skeletal husk of a creature that's approaching you. So you can act normally on this turn.
With bonus action and action,
Yeah, you can act and move normally.
I will first off bonus action rage as this undead creature comes, and in my rage scream out that there is something coming. I will use my claws.
Okay.
They will come out and I will attack with my claws. So that will be reckless attacking.
Okay.
24 to hit.
24 to hit. Will hit.
11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. Okay. And is your claws considered magical?
They are.
Okay. So you notice that it slashes this at this creature, and it does fully affect it.
And second attack.
And so that was 11 points.
Yes. Looks like this one's only going to be an 18.
Will hit.
8 points of damage.
Okay.
And then it gets a third attack because of claws. 17.
17 will hit.
6 points of damage.
6.
And again, screaming out, "We have an intruder!"
Okay, so I will say, Gaz, with you, screaming out, Konnor and Makran, 2 of you are roused awake. Zonimus and Poppy, your eyes open, but your bodies feel so warm and lethargic, you can't get up. Because yes, the 2 of you are stunned currently. That is all for Gaz.
Just one more thing.
One more thing?
I want it to give me a wisdom saving throw.
17.
It's good. Keep going.
Gas gets a chance to save out of the
Yes.
confusion.
Give me a charisma save.
Charisma save 10.
You are still under the effect of the waking dream.
Yeah.
So you're still muddled and befuddled. Your vision kind of swarms in front of you of it's the creature, it's your mother, it's the creature, it's your mother.
But at least I've informed my crew.
Konnor, you have been awoken quite rudely by Gaz yelling.
Those of you who aren't stunned and able to kind of look around, probably only Makran, because Gaz ran up to the creature. At first you don't see Konnor, and then slowly he creeps his way out from under the cart where he had gone to go sleep. So I still have 8 sorcery points left, so I'm going to use all 7 to get a 5th level spell back.
Okay.
And noticing that Gaz is up on this creature, you said I could do an Arcana check to see what stuff is weak against. Could I do that again in this case?
Sure, go for it.
14.
14, I will give you part of it.
Okay.
You can theorize that they are resistant to cold, fire, and lightning.
Okay.
Brooke wants you to make sure to say that out loud so that Makran can know.
Okay. So kind of muttering under my breath, just like this thing looks like it's resistant to fire, cold, and lightning. I whisper to Makran if he's close by. And
Well, I mean, he wouldn't be that close by because you're all the way underneath the cart, which is out in the courtyard.
Oh, that's true.
And
Oh, okay.
Makran is
But if you yell it or say it, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to save that 5th level spell for now. Gaz is up there, so I'm going to center it just where it hits this creature.
Okay.
And also cast Confusion. So that is a wisdom save for me.
Okay. That's a 9.
So it is also confused.
It is also confused. So on its turn, it will have to roll a d10 to see what it does.
And that is the end of my turn.
Okay. Well, that just means that its buddy that's with it is targeting you.
Okay. How far was the buddy?
There were
'Cause I
2?
didn't know there were 2.
I didn't realize there were 2.
Yeah, they got great stealth rolls, guys. That's the thing. These things can also fly. So this thing kind of jumps down because you were under the cart, so you're kind of peeked out from underneath the cart. This thing kind of jumps down and lands on top of the cart. Okay. And I actually do need you to give me, and Gaz, both give me con saves because you're both within 30 feet of this creature.
26.
Modified 20.
Okay, so you both pass versus the sweet, intoxicating scent.
So if there's only 2 of them, we're good. Gaz and I, at least.
Yeah, but that's when you see the third one
There's a swarm.
hopping over the fence. What I'm picturing is that in the mansion, there's like a big kind of open foyer, and that's where you guys have kind of bedded down. And so it sees Makran, Zonimus, and Poppy. Seeing that Zonimus and Poppy are under the effects from its friend. So, Makran.
Yes.
So this creature looks to you and says, "Dear boy, why don't you come and give me a big hug?" And I need you to give me a wisdom save.
It's a natural 19.
Nice! All right, so you successfully passed.
Yes.
Again, it's that strangest thing, because all of these creatures, anytime you look at them, everyone sees something different. So, Gaz, you see your mom's. Makran, who would you see?
Makran probably started to see his mother as well. Come give me a big hug and stuff. And then realized that, no, it's not where he's at. It's not how this is. And then it would waver and wobble back out to whatever it is in front of us.
Whatever it actually is.
Yeah. Whatever we are perceiving it as.
Konnor, you kind of have that too, where like you're looking at them, and what do you see when you look at them?
I see a tall, older brass dragonborn who I was very close to. And I get this fond kind of feeling in my chest, and then it wavers back to what this creature actually looks like.
Okay. The last thing that I need to do is to roll for the confusion. I rolled an 8.
8. Creature uses its attack to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within its reach.
Okay, well, Gaz is the only thing within its reach. So it's going to try and attack Gaz.
Specifically has to be a melee attack.
Okay, so it will attempt to claw at you, Gaz, in its confusion. That'll be a 26.
Yeah.
So it would be 23 points of slashing damage.
23 reduced to 11.
Moves to 11 because you are raging. And that will be it for my beasties. Well, my friends, in the realm of nightmare, things are not always what they seem, as you are quickly coming to learn.
Red Dirt D&D Tales from the Caliban Frontier as Ash King as our Dungeon Master, Brooke Bullock as Mokran Stoneshaper, Johnny Payne as Zonimus Dinar, Kiri Hester as Poppy Tealeaf, Konnor Shenold as Konnor the Kobold, and I'm Michael Cross as Gaz. Special thanks to our Silver Star Paladin patron Shenanigans Unplugged. Our theme music was created by the cinemagician P.J. Castillo. Our incidental music comes from Jeffrey McBride. Our sound effects and additional music courtesy of tabletopaudio.com and Monument Studios. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and at reddirtdnd.com. We here at Red Dirt D&D could really use your help in getting the word out about us. If you like what you've heard, make sure and subscribe, rate us, and leave a comment. Also, tell your friends about Red Dirt D&D. You can also support the show at patreon.com/reddirtdnd. We have several giving levels to help us grow up big and strong. Join us next time as we go deeper into the Caliban Frontier.
This is no place for a pony, even one as brave as Bill.
I got it.
Thank you.
No, I was trying not to laugh. That was good.
You notice the horses are like slowly sinking farther.
No,
No,
not that scene. Not that
Why would
scene.
you do this
No,
I'm
no.
11 years old again.
Now the dread is real. That's terrible. I still have to fast forward that scene as an adult.
Swamps of sadness, swamps of sadness.
Take only what you need to survive. It's my industrial strength hairdryer, and I can't live without it.
You got the sword. He's got the shield. I can have the backpack.
Mokran, you can have the guitar.
I got it right here. It was in my hand.
I'm just wondering what the word powerful means.
I would assume powerful enough to kill me easily.
CR5 and up.
CR5 again.
Right? Like, hey, somebody get Jeremy Crawford on the horn. What does that mean?
Does the dragon feel happy? I don't know how to phrase this.
Does it let you know good or evil?
It doesn't, but I'm trying to trick Ash into telling me.
Sorry, I should have kept my mouth shut.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. I was like, is it weird, like, not nature-y?
Does it seem more cosmic?
You aren't there. Well, you're
I'm
not
not
in
there.
my head.
So who's on first?
Who?
Yes.
Third base.
I mean the guy's name. Who? The guy's first.
I don't know.
Yes.
Third
Let me
base.
draft. And we're going to do, like, Wicked Witch of the West Side. We're going to do a patrol.
Okay.
Just walk back and forth and watch out for things.
Oh.
Let me get back over. Okay.
Metallica song.
Where are the woods? Where are the...
Not yet. We're still very much in the woods. In the night.
There's a big ziggurat in our side.
Next to Zonimus, who ordered me to
Did not
find him.
order you.
Who requested...
You are a strong, independent halfling.
Strong, independent halfling, don't need no man.
Who has requested my presence.
I'm scared and I need you, and I pull you in a cuddle. Like smothering cuddle.
Okay, gotta give me an air hole. And also...
Shh, rub your hair.
You're getting all tangled. So when I will go kick Gaz away, because you're next, and then I will go sit down next to Zana's. Scoot over. Wildfire needs blanket too. We're just always going to smell like tea and dog. It's fine.
Chamomile and dog.
He hasn't had a bath since the Hydra incident, so...
Oh my
fine.
god.
At least it doesn't smell like wet dog anymore.
It's Gaz's turn to be scared.
It's my turn. And we can go to Patreon if you want to.
It's Gaz's turn.
You guys are on it with the show tunes today.
This is how we do it.
This is how we
Wow.
Hire us to play your next wedding.
I think we just embarrassed Konnor just a little bit with that level of nerdage that he was just like, wow.
Weirdest wedding band ever.
First I was a lowercase G, but now I'm a big G. Dollar bills, y'all.
Save us before the glitter and show tunes start. Too late.
David Bowie?
He would be here. That would be true.
Oh,
As Ziggy played guitar, jamming good with Will and Gilly.
That's why it's called a Ziggy Rot.
He played
and now I
time.
Yes,
Made it too far.
Aztecs knew about David Bowie.
He was their god. I'm telling you, time travel's a
That
thing.
was either David Bowie or Bauhaus. Perception check. Coming
you're
up.
better than me.
Oh dear.
What is it with this
It's gonna be a
place?
fun night.
Can Cal assist me on that? I'm joking.
How many are there, buddy?
He's just like many.
The horse
You
can
can
talk.
talk this whole time.
How many are there, Cal?
Hello, my honey. Hello, my baby. Hello, my ragdoll.
We gotta get out of here.
This place sucks.
Can you tell that we diffuse tension with humor?
Technically, your danger sense means you can't be surprised, but
It was our wedding day. Sorry, I couldn't.
What is wrong with you people?
here's what the text says. We shall read from the good book. Armaments, chapter 9, verse
It's the Yotes all over again, but I failed this time. I'm the Mothrin. We opened our eyes before we got stunned, so we're just staring at each other,
Hearing everything that happened.
just listening to our friends get hurt.
are considered to be under the confusion spell.
This feels familiar.
He's used to this.
Where's Konnor?
It wasn't me this time, I swear.
Going just in initiative order, just to keep this fun. Zani, you are...
can.
I object to your definition of fun.
Oil can.
You can't get up.
You want to stay cuddled up together.
So like every day this last week in Oklahoma.
Pretty much.
Still want to get out of bed.
This will give us time to practice that thing where we talk with just our eyes.